Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world away. We now got issue 92 of Eagle Moss's Build the Delorean. This is good. We haven't got to take the vehicle apart anymore. We just get to put the back on. Let's just quickly show you what we've got to do. These are the parts we got. Some electrics and some tabs. And we've got AP, DM and KM screws here. All we're going to do is we're going to be getting the vehicle over. So I'm going to have to change the camera angles to get a good one. Because we're going to be adding a wire to that, pinning the wire. Then we're going to be working on the number plate that we got in issue 1. Unclipping the plastic bit, putting some wires in it, screwing it to the back of the vehicle. So at the end we've got the back of the car looking absolutely perfect. That is going to look really amazing. I just can't wait to get cracking on that. So because I'm impatient, I'm going to bring the car over and we'll get cracking now. Okay, the first stage we've got is a green and blue wire that we need to attach. Now, on this side of the vehicle, we've got a red and blue wire. On the other side, really hidden under the units here, we've got, let's have a look, we've got green and red, we've got red and blue, we've got a blue and white, and we've got a green and blue as well. It's the green and blue wire that we want. And we're going to connect this up, I've just got it in my hand there, to the green and blue wire. Can you see that one I'm holding there? This is basically going to be going in just like that. Okay, it may be worth saying at this point I had to cut the video here because I had to take the whole shell off the vehicle again because those wires were coming underneath the unit. They should have been going over the unit, and it's not a case of just pulling them through because it's so flush with the inside of the vehicle. So sorry about that, but at least I'm honest, and you can see that I noticed it before I put this video out to you. So yeah, make sure those wires are over the top, so when it's completed it's going to look just like this. Okay, sorry I couldn't get a really good view of that. That's why I took a picture in the end, just to show you what it looks like, because it's really hard to get that on camera, that was. But we get to bring over this section now. Now, do you remember we had to actually clip this into place on issue 1, I believe? Well, what we need to do in this issue is unclip it, which is quite easy. Just make sure you don't break these pins over here. Because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting some of the electrics in. Now, the electrics we've got, I can get rid of my little cloth now. I'm not going to need that. Are these ones here, and I'm going to turn this upside down just so you can see that on the top camera there, because this has got 2 numbers on it. You got 9 and 11 on this here, and basically it's going to be going on so that the wires are coming out this way. Now you can see all of the little bulbs and stuff on that. They're going to be corresponding with the bulbs on each one of these. So basically we'll push this in. I'm not pushing it too hard. I don't want to be breaking any of those LEDs. And we're going to do the same on the other side here. Now, it needs to fit quite flush. So I'm going to cut away while I make sure this fits without breaking anything. There we go. I've put that in. Made sure that's flat. I didn't press too hard. Please, please, please do not press too hard. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. It says position the LED boards. This was step 5. Push the LEDs into socket, ensuring the top row of LEDs fit in firmly. So it's basically these top ones which are holding the whole unit in there. So once they're in, just like you see there, they're not falling out. Let me just prove that to you. They're not coming out. So that looks just like that. And then off of these, we've got the green and the yellow wire, the green and the red wire, and we've got a black and a white wire. We're going to be pinning this in place to make sure this doesn't move using these same sort of things that we had before. And these are put in with KM screws this time, not the AP screws. Now, there's 3 lots it wants to put on here. So I'm just getting these out now. These are really tiny screws, these ones. So basically, these tabs are going to be going in here, here, and there's one just over the other side here, and the screws go towards the bottom part of it. So if we just get a bit of wire tidy going on here and sort of like we're gonna have to train this around, and I'll get the first one in and show you what that looks like. Okay, as you can see, that's the first one in. We're going to train the second one round now. Just keep it away from all of these bulbs here because I don't want this thing falling out, because I bet this is going to be a pain to get out afterwards. So the second one is just going to be going in just like this. So we'll get that in now. Screwing that down nice and tight. That one went in a lot easier than all the others. And then the last one is just going in this side, just over the far side here. Pinching everything together. So we get that one in now as well. And again, this is put in with a KM screw. This is the third one going in. Nice and tight. There we go. So we've got 3 of those tabs in, and that's basically step 6 done. It says, fix 2 adhesive stickers 92D over the backs of the LED boards. I'm guessing this is so that these don't short out here. And we've got these massive 2 stickers here, looking just like this. And they're just going to be going right over the top of the boards. Because we don't want those soldering things touching anything or anything metal along the car. So I'm just going to put them on like that. That's the first one in. And we'll do the same with the other side. No shorts now. Now obviously you're not going to see this side, so how you do this is entirely up to you. But there we go. That's them covered. They're not going to short circuit now. That was step 7. Now step 8, we get the fun thing of bringing the car back up because we're going to start attaching it to the vehicle. I will try and muck around with the cameras and try and get you a really good angle at this. Okay, I'm probably just going to use my close-up camera for this because what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be attaching 2 of the cables here. Now, as you can see, they're all colour-coded, so it's quite easy to know where they go. Basically, you're going to be connecting the red and the green together. So let's do that now. Just like that. Make sure it's in nice and tight. Perfect. And then the black and the white one together. There we go, so we've got the green and red done and the black and the white one done. And then basically this is going to be fitting onto the back of the vehicle just like this. How cool is that? Now as you can see we've got some screw holes down the bottom here. We've got 3 screw holes. So we're going to be putting 3 of the DM screws in. Now luckily enough they provided the DM screws. So I'm going to get them out and we'll put the centre one in just to keep that in place so you can see what that looks like. That's the middle one in. Let's get one of these side ones in. I haven't tightened these up. I've just put these in just enough so I can get this thing actually where it's going to go. That's that side in, and we're just going to put the last one in on the other side here, and then I'll tighten them all up. Okay, so apologies that I'm having to use my phone here, but as you can see, I've got my flux capacitor going on inside there at the moment and all my lights, and there's the front. But look at the doors. I didn't show you that last time. The door lights are on. But the backlights here, if we want to get that on, we just have to press, I think it's number 6. I think it's the one nearest to the flux capacitor at the back. But when I put that on, all the lights come on. Turn it off. Turn it on. Turn it off. That looks good, doesn't it? And the other thing that it does is the brake lights. So let's go and see if they work now. I'm going to press the brake pedal. Middle pedal, sorry. There we go. And as you can see, the brake lights work absolutely perfectly. What do you think of that? So that's that issue completed, and let's show you what's coming in the next issue. All we're going to be doing the front now. The front, that's going to look really good. That's going to complete the whole vehicle, isn't it? So we'll get the headlights in on the front. I've had some people asking me what lights are actually working now. Well, you've just seen all the back lights are now working, the brake lights are working, all the interior lights are working, and I do believe that the flux band should be working as well. But don't quote me on that one, just the top ones here, because I disconnected mine ages ago because I'm not using them. I'm going to be using EL rope lights, so I've got a separate power socket for that. But someone might be able to tell you in the comments if these work as well. I believe Welder Mike Anderson showed these working, so I'm sure that these ones are supposed to be working as well on top there. But that was issue 92. So issue 93 next week. Hope you like that video. Take care.